G'day folks, welcome back to episode number 7 of our Aetherfire Skater Templar playthrough. Well, last episode we got up to Homestead, and ordinarily at this point I would go into Pine Barrens and do that section. However, up here in the Blood Grove and then in Fort Harran is a couple of items that we want to be able to reduce the cooldown on this so we can do it more often. So we're going to go and do the left side of Homestead first. And the only other thing of note is that I went and killed Zarthuzalan one more time between episodes, and this dropped, so I'm done farming. This is a really good book. The Destroyer's prefix is fire and burning damage, and also that 5% physical resistance is the top roll on a Destroyer's prefix. So the only way this is going to get better is if it's going to be, Destroyer's Zarthuzalan's archive of rituals or something. Some sort of damage proc on the suffix, which is pretty unlikely to happen. So that's going to be my offhand for normal. There really is no reason to kind of mess with it. It's pretty much as good as it gets. So let's go and squash some eggs. Good thing about the eggs is that they die to pretty much anything. Pretty sure even just walking next to them will kill them. But it does mean we can just walk up, hit elixirs, and walk away. What do we got? 8 out of 10. So 2 more. There we go. Quest done. At which point we want to head... Is it up here? It's up here for this house. Yep. And we will pick up Diala's diary. So that is one quest we can turn in. Let's get out of here. As said, out. We're also looking for a house with a body in it, and that shrine, or devotion shrine that's just shown up on the map as well. There we go. And level 30 as well as a devotion. So we are continuing towards Tectonic Shift. And I think one more level we will respec out of Electra's Flash Freeze, max this out, or maybe 1 or 2 points short, because I think we're going to be 1 or 2 points short in the bar to max this out, and then we will be a skater full-time. And for our devotions, we are going into Viper. Basically for this, when you hit things, they have reduced elemental resistances for 3 seconds, which is going to increase our damage. This little house here potentially has a body in it. I don't see one, but this is one of the houses you want to check. The other one being here, I think. No, it's down. Yeah, so it's going to be this one here. So on this dead body that I'm speaking of, you are going to find a... Is it this guy? It's not this guy. No. This guy. There you go. The last will of Marthos Everbrook. This basically gives you a quest to go and blow up a wall. Yes, we have Dynamite. That's not enough Dynamite though, because I also want to get the Blood of Chthon from the demon. Okay, so we need more Dynamite. That's fine. I know where to go to get Dynamite. So, just jump into Cronley's hideout here. There's a guaranteed Dynamite towards the end, but if you can find money bags, he has also got a very high chance to drop up to 3, I think, Dynamites. And he's right here. Beautiful. There's one from some sort of environmental thing. But it looks like we're going to just kill him anyway. There he goes. Okay, so I didn't see how many he dropped, but we picked up 1 off the floor, plus I guess he dropped 1. Okay. Beautiful. We now have enough Dynamite. If Moneybags isn't here, he will be here, I think, or here. Definitely here. I think this is the right spot for his other spawn location. Failing that, So this is the exit. This is Cronley's room. This is the bridge across from Cronley. There will be a dynamite just here under a tent. 100% there will be dynamite there. So now that we have enough dynamite, you will need 2 for this section. But now that we have enough, let's go kill a demon. My preferred method for getting into this section is to just head south from the roof gate. You can also come sort of along this south side over here, and there's a way in that way as well. That's the way I used to go, but this way is quicker. So you can see the cooldown reduction on this is going to be great. So 1 dynamite to clear that. Then we go in, and we're going to be talking to the demon. Sorry, not the demon, the little girl, Kalista. Generally, you want to take the bottom options here. Something seems off. It's literally the bottom option every single time. Okay. I'm going to wait for mana infusion. Okay. And then what you want to do, mana infusion. I don't know if flash freeze is going to apply, but if it does, minus 100% fire resistance is going to be pretty good. And then we use Kalidor's Tempest. So, here we go. Looks like it does apply, so I should have been using that before Kalidor's, which I will do now. And there we go, she's dead. And there is the drop for the Explorer's Tunic. This chest is notable only because 5% XP gained. The whole set has 20%. If you have it, it's 5% per item. It can be good to use. We see +3 to Inferno is going to be that one. I'm just checking the shoulders. 3 to Crushing Verdict. I don't think we're using that skill. No, definitely not. Versus +2 to Guardians of Empyrean, which we will be using, and a Lightning proc, which we are scaling Lightning a little bit. It's hard to make a pure fire or cold caster. It's always, it's always a little bit of all of it. The fire modifier is so high because of the flint. So 12%. I'm going to keep these shoulders actually, because of the chaos resistance on them. And that chaos converted to fire will help do more damage with Doombolt. So I'll keep that. I was considering swapping to these for more armor, and well, all the rest of the stats on them are kind of nice as well. But I think I want the chaos resistance for the next section. Right, so we got our Blood of Chthon for killing Kalista. Let's get out of here. I do this every time. You don't have to run, you can just take the portal. So, 3 more things in the left side of Homestead. First one being the last will and testament of, is it Marthas? I always try to say Matthias, it's not Matthias, but whatever his name is. We're going to go bash down the wall and loot his stuff. Let's not go through the Aetherfire if we can avoid it. You know what? That's ancient, isn't it? Yeah, let's go do that. I like totems. Okay, so fair warning. This is dangerous. You probably don't want to do this. There we go. Royal jelly recipe, not ideal, but I guess we'll take it. Mage Storm Ring, no. Elementium might be good to use for a couple levels. Where are we? We're on a shield. Elemental damage, Fizz converted to elemental. That's actually not that great. This ring, definitely not. Amulet, I think no, we don't need the piercing. So we'll leave that. We are looking for an amulet from Bolvar later. This amulet is actually pretty good compared to what we're wearing anyway. We'll have to go get the wardstone back off of that. But that's actually pretty good. And the rest of this I think is kind of meh. Shamans of Readiness, that's more chaos resistance. But it is nice armor. Okay, the Of Kings suffix there is really good for just about every build. So anytime you get hit, this is pretty much going to be up constantly if it's available. So 12-second duration, 30-second recharge. I'm going to put that on, and we're going to go actually rip off that component. I'm not going to use that, although that Ring of Steel proc again is a little nice. This belt could be quite good. What's the other one got? Oh, okay, we're going to use that belt as well. So, did we break our resistances? Not really. Let's go get our components back. So, we're going to keep the add-on, chuck that straight back on the belt. Keep the add-on, chuck that straight back on the chest. And we'll keep the add-on, chuck that on the amulet. Now, if you're playing along and you're playing on hardcore, just chuck these in the stash and make new anti-venom salve, make a new scaled hide, and make a new wardstone. They are pretty cheap as far as components go. So realistically, it's probably better to have the gear in the stash if you do die on the way. But for me, I just don't die. If this character dies, I'll be starting fresh with nothing again. It's just how I prefer to play. You do you. Right, so if we hug the left side here, we will find Dynamite site just here. Tell everybody to stop. And there we go. So I had thought... there we go. I was going to say I thought we got XP for that, but there it is. Okay, we got Marauder's Fury. I think this is the second or third piece of this set I found in this playthrough. And the rest of that's not very good. Alright, so the two other things we need to do in here is we need to find the bug lair and go in and kill the queen. Oh, here it is. I should have waited for those dots to tick, but anyway. And the other thing we need to do is the amalgam, the Ethereal Amalgamation, wherever the quest is. Don't have it. Okay, good. So coming through here, if you duck down into this first little cavern, and then hopefully your way is not blocked like mine is, and you can just go straight into the room we need. The Exalted Chest can spawn here. It is here this time, which is nice. Inscribed Braces are pretty good. I would really have liked to get those on the Spellbreaker, but it didn't happen, so unfortunate, but what can you do? Hit 30% chance when hit is not ideal, but it is still a very nice pair of gloves. No resistances on them though is kind of painful. I see... Here he is. Alright, there we go. That's him down. If I hadn't seen that green aura on the monsters around him, I would have walked straight past that. We're actually not here to kill bugs. So here we go. Let's just everybody stop, and then everybody follow me through the fire. Alright, so there is level 31, which may in fact be enough to swap over to using Vi's Might permanently, or at least majority using Vi's Might. I may leave it until after we kill the amalgamation. By then we'll be able to put this tome on, and we may have another level to actually put 1 point here and start working on tectonic shift. So the other area we're looking to get into is this little cave entrance here, which has a devotion shrine and also Gollum from the Lord of the Rings. We'll see if he drops his ring for us, but I don't think it's particularly good for this build. Though having said that, it is just a good ring at this point in the game, so it might be worth using. But having said that, the reason we're going down here is absolutely the devotion shrine. Now, do be aware there is a lot of poison damage on the floor in here, so try not to stand in it. Alright, here we go. Let's just say everybody stop. See if we can get them to run over the fire. Run through them, put fire on the ground. There we go. One more devotion point goes into the Viper. This is going to give us energy leech, not that we really had any issues with energy, but now we double won't have any issues with energy. So that's the reason we were here, that particular shrine. Gollum is just across this bridge. He is a little bit dangerous. I am considering not messing with him. Let's just leave that for now. I changed my mind. I think I may be changing my mind back. We should be able to kill him okay. If you just keep him standing in the fire, it should be alright. Okay, so he did drop his MI. Wraithbound is pets, and meditation is, I think, the energy regen? Can't be. There's no energy regen. Oh yeah, there it is, 2.8. Anyway, I don't think that ring is particularly good. Can't use it anyway, but pierce resist and a bunch of health is meh. Don't forget his chest, like I nearly did. Nothing fancy this time. And then we leave this the same way we came in. So this whole area is one big loop. There's a bunch of trolls on the other side. You can kill them if you want. I prefer to move on. So with that done, remember to come back around the left side on this floor. I usually go this way and get to here and go, bugger, there's a rock in the way, and have to walk all the way back around. Although having said that, this is now, I think, 2 or 3 times in a row where I haven't done that, so maybe I can still learn stuff. It is good watching their health drop like that, though. Damage is starting to pick up. Right, I think we have both of the... Yep, we have both of the... What are they called? Pheromone glands? So we can walk into the Queen now. You do absolutely want to have maximum poison resistance for this fight. And if you can get more than maximum, it probably doesn't matter, but, you know, nice to have. I don't think she shreds, but you want as much as you can get, as close to capped as you can get, because she spits a lot of poison. So, the other thing to note in this room is in these side rooms here. I think it's the next one up. There is the final potential location for the Exalted Chest. There was one, I think, or maybe two more that I didn't show, but the last one is going to be in here. Let's just turn that damage off. That was half my health bar pretty quickly. Okay, so I don't know that we can really get her in Vire's Might. She is dying. She doesn't care about cold though, that's for sure. It's okay, we'll just use hit and run tactics. Just run up to her, hit her with the Kalidor's Tempest, and then run away. And she will eventually burn to the ground, and then she'll jump off of her wall. Should be this time. So when she gets off of her wall, you have to be probably be a little bit kitey, because she's going to drop the roof down on you. I'm not sure why she's just standing there like that, but anyway. Don't charge through her and get stuck in a corner. If I didn't know that I had Rift, what's it called? Rift Tear available there, I wouldn't have done that. Do try and avoid the cave-ins. They will hurt, and I think they stun as well. Don't quote me on the stun. Whoop, looks like it. Looks like they do indeed stun. Okay, I think she's dead at this point. One more. There we go. Alright, and she's dropped her MI, which is no good for this build, but is a pretty good MI. This particular ring does give us a lot of damage, and a little bit of Chaos Res never hurt anybody. However, the other rings we have are also quite good, so we probably won't use it. We'll say goodbye to the smiley man in the map. We're going to hit the shortcut to the entrance. This is the Skyrim door. This particular area has a lot of Easter eggs and references. I'm not sure how many of them were actual deliberate references, but they're there. So you've got Gollum from the Lord of the Rings, you've got a Skyrim door, and what was the other one? Oh yeah, Ravna is the alien queen from Aliens. Good movie if you haven't seen it already. The visuals are a little dated, but it's a really good movie. Anyhow, enough of my old people nostalgia. Very different from the first movie if you've seen them. Okay, let's go ahead and kill this guy. I really am going to miss that Elemental Seal proc. Alright, so last stop is the barn over this way with the Ethereal Amalgam, or Amalgamation, however you want to say it. There's a bunch of stuff through here. You can fight all this, you can ignore all this. It really is up to you. Didn't see this guy, I'm going to kill him. Very nice. All this stuff here, you can fight this, you can run straight through it, you can skip it. This door will close behind you, so anything that's still chasing you will be stopped by this wall. As always, Aether Ground is dangerous. Let's just take care of these guys. Get some procs going. Unfortunately, unlike the Spellbreaker, Alexa's Flash Freeze doesn't do much on this build. And we don't really have a way to reach over the wall aside from hoping for procs. But that's fine. This guy, hopefully... did we put the... No. Alright, he bought a friend now, which is lovely. Okay, so we're safe-ish. Now, the Ethereal Amalgamation does a lot of Aether damage, so if you have anything that gives you Aether resistance, like maybe this ring, I would probably swap this in instead of my Crunley Signet there. Just for this fight, just for the Aether resistance. I think that probably not worth losing the offensive ability on the helmet. Same with the boots. I think we're good as is. Never mind, we're going to put those ones on. So the Vial Scorn, I've swapped those in 100%, that is for the 16% Aether resistance and nothing else. 72%. This is way higher than you need, honestly. If you have a potion, go ahead and use it. This is probably more prep than you need to do for this boss, but yeah, it can be dangerous. So I'm going to go spawn him, drag him out here. Okay, he doesn't care about the flash freeze, so we're going to just run him around, basically. These Aether Waves, you want to avoid those, they will do a lot of damage. And now we just wait for him to burn down. Oops, that's the Aether Waves that I was saying you should dodge. I'm pretty sure we ate all of them. Fortunately, we have a ton of resistances, which is always nice. Alright, I think he is dead at this point. Yeah, good. When you kill him, that door will open up, so anything that's on the outside will now run in. So make sure you can kill whatever is out there. Let's go ahead and put my normal boots back on. And we should hit 32 when we get back to town, just in time to do some rearranging of skill points. So at this point we are done with the left side of Homestead. Let's head back and do some turn-ins. One thing you can do if you're so inclined, always remember to check these potions when you come back. I like to chuck in rare up here, and also check, see if he has any gear upgrades. Sometimes you'll get a good weapon. So for example, this one, decent fire stuff. This one's also decent fire stuff, but we're not going to take that. Let's go ahead and sell all of this stuff. I don't think we need any of this. Okay, and page 2. We sell all of that. Pants. Now, these pants are pretty much the same, let's be honest. Same armor, plus 1 additional physique, 1 less cunning, 2 health regen, a second less, and 1% increased health regen. And I don't think we really care that much about these. The upgrade, I'm doing air quotes again, the upgrade there is so minor that it doesn't matter. So we're going to leave it alone. But one thing I am going to do, dump all this rubbish in the stash. Yes, I have OCD, don't judge me. Explorer's Tunic. So this would be another piece of the Explorer set. We would be wearing 2 pieces if we wore this. I don't think I'm actually going to wear it, but I do want to make it, because it has 5% XP on it, which you can swap in for situations like this when you're about to turn in a bunch of quests, and 10% extra from the boots and the chest. Okay, already slain that, and I will rescue the prisoners. So there's 32. Let's go ahead and chuck that in there. Now I know that I have 12 points here from a flash freeze that we're going to put in here, so I don't need to put any points in that. However, let me double check what we're actually doing here. Where are we? Arcanist. Taking all those out. Yep, good on that. And then in Oathkeeper, looks like we're heading for these guys. And I'm going to put 1 point in the bar as well. Confirm yes, no additional points there. Let's continue turning quests in. And we will hit Devil's Crossing as well. Okay, and we've already dealt with the Queen. Thank you for the extra bag, thank you for the standing, etc, etc. Now, this was the level 32 book, which we are going to use, which is unfortunate because it means we'll be losing that proc, but, you know, it is what it is. I will probably end up putting 5 or 10 points in Spirit. We are going to wear that. What do we got left for quests? Barnabas, find that, and we'll talk to Dahlia since we're here as well. So Dahlia is here. If you get her journal, this starts a quest chain, I guess, that runs for pretty much the entire game. You will be talking to Dahlia as one of the last people from the last main quest in the last expansion. Assuming you do it. So, it's always good to get her chain started. She's worth a decent amount of XP, a couple of purple items, and she unlocks a secret/hidden quest in Ultimate. So, not for normal, but let's go ahead and keep our add-on here. There we go. Alright, so now we just took half a second, I think it is, off of Via's Might. We are going to go get a helmet in the next episode, I think, which will do the same again. Thought we would be turning that in, but apparently not. Okay, and on that note, we are going to end the episode here, so thank you all very much for watching. See you all in the next one, and goodbye for now.